Hi guys, hope you're doing great. Today we'll see 4 life principles that are indispensable and that should be learned in school. Some of them are pretty unknown, so it's definitely worth watching it till the end. Alright, so the first principle, the first law is in fact 2 laws combined. It's the Parkinson's law and the Pareto law. So the Parkinson's law is work expense to fill the time available for its completion. Meaning when you do something, you don't do it with the time that it is going to actually take, you do it with the time that you have at your disposal, which is completely different. Let's say you have homework to do for your vacations, you have 2 weeks to do them, and the only thing you have to do is an essay. Let's get real, an essay is not going to take 2 weeks, right? Some people take too much time to do something, so they're going to take the 2 weeks to do that essay because they want to make it right, they want to make the perfect essay. And other people will procrastinate, they will wait until last minute and boom, they turn into a freaking freak and get everything done in no time. So that homework example is, the most pertinent one to explain the Pareto and the Parkinson's law. And here are 3 tips to take advantage of that fundamental human law. Firstly, evaluate the time that a given task is going to take you. Your homework, for example, ask yourself, how much time does it take? Don't think about the time you have at your disposal again, because some people tend to take too much time or other people tend to procrastinate. The second tip is set deadlines. Now that you know that that essay or that thing you have to do for your business is going to take only 2 hours, set a deadline. And maybe you thought, well, it's difficult sometimes to evaluate the time that a given task is going to take. Sometimes you don't really know if it's going to take 2 hours or 3 hours. It's complicated. But here's the thing, it's better to set a deadline that is too tight rather than too large. It's literally amazing how much we overestimate the time that everything's going to take us, right? And if you follow that tip I just gave you to set deadlines that are rather too short than too long, you will realize how it's true. So evaluate the time the task is going to take. Set deadlines, like real deadlines in your calendar, for example. But during that time, focus on the essential thing. And that's the link with the Pareto law. The Pareto law is the 80-20 rule. The best way to get results is to focus 80% of your work on the 20% that are the most important. If you're a worker and you're building a house, but you focus on tiny details like where is the fridge going to be placed in that room, right? It's going to be there or there. No, you have to focus on the huge thing, the main thing, right? The foundations of the house. So that's the third tip I have for you to take advantage of the Parkinson's and the Pareto law. Focus on the essential thing and do it 100%. Because the idea is not to do it badly, right? I said set deadlines that are too tight rather than too large. The idea is not to do it badly. The idea is not to be in a hurry. It's quite the opposite, in fact. Instead of taking an hour to do something, you're going to take just 30 minutes. But during those 30 minutes, you will be 100% focused, 100% devoted. You won't look at your phone, you won't look at TV, you won't listen to a video. You will get it done better and in less time. So here I've been talking a lot about working and studying, but it also works for freaking everything. The gym, for sleeping, for relationships, for everything. Now the second rule, the second law is everything is a question of perspective. This one is also extremely potent and should really be taught at school. You gotta understand that how you view things in life is superior to what actually happens, what will happen, and what has happened. There's no such things as bad events. There's only bad viewpoints. Your girlfriend can break up with you and you can see it as a good thing, or you can see it as a bad thing. You can say, well, now I'm lonely, now I don't have anything to do, now I'm sad, blah, blah, blah. Or you can say, well, it's a good thing actually, because I'm going to have more time for myself, I'm going to have more time to see my friends who I actually care about. Plus, it was a toxic relationship, whatever. Think about the landscape. A landscape can be either terrible or amazing. It can be terrible if you view it from a bad viewpoint. You don't see the sky, you don't see the forest, there's a huge tree in the middle, you see nothing. Or you can put yourself in a good position and you see the sunset, you see the forest, you see a bird coming out of the forest, you see everything, you see colors, and it's beautiful. Again, your girlfriend can break up with you, but it's not inherently a good or a bad thing. It's only about how you view it. It's only about your perspective. And I talked about it in one of my previous videos titled How Optimism Will Change Your Life. Optimism, it's all about that principle. If you're optimistic, you'll try your very best to see everything in life from a good perspective, from a good viewpoint. And the fourth and last rule is practice doesn't make you better. Practicing only doesn't work. You have to practice plus analyze. Andrew Tate talks about it in one of his videos, in one of his interviews. He says that when he only plays chess games, he doesn't get any better. He actually gets better when he practices, he plays, plus he analyzes his own games. And that example is remarkable because it works for everything in life. You have to make your objective criticism. Why does my business not work? Why do I keep having poor grades? Why don't I make gains in the gym? Always ask, always analyze yourself objectively. It needs to be objective, of course, right? Don't be biased just because it's you and you think you do everything great. You don't. So again, practice only doesn't make perfect. Practice plus self-reflection does it. So guys, to recap pretty quickly the whole video, the 4 laws that I want you to remember in order to go further in life, to thrive, are the Parkinson's law, work expense to fill the time available for its completion. Then there's the Pareto law, focus on the most important thing. Then everything is a question of perspective, and practice doesn't make you better. Practice plus analysis does. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope it's gonna help you. I hope you learned something. If it did, please let me know in the comments. Subscribe to my channel, click the bell button, like the video, and I'll see you next time.